every word you say. They hang on your every word. They don't listen to me or the media or Fauci. They think we're fake news. They want to get their advice from you. And so when they hear you say everything's under control, don't worry about wearing masks, I mean, these people, many of them are older people, Mr. President.
Yeah.
It's giving them a false sense of security.
Now, I think it's under control. I'll tell you what.
How? 1,000 Americans are dying a day.
They are dying. That's true. And it is what it is.
It is what it is. Can you believe that shit?
I mean, that's nice. That's beautiful. I like that.
It's
but
so
like that was,
and that's one of the things that's going to hurt him. It doesn't even matter what Joe Biden is doing. Trump is losing to COVID. He's not losing to Biden. He's losing to COVID.
motherfucker look like he got a red panda on his head.
But
Slim, that
He's
dumb.
It's inconsiderate, and it's like and the man is saying you have a following because unfortunately, like you said, out of 300 million Americans, it's about 140 million of them that is dumb as shit.
To you.
and now he cares about trying to get rid of TikTok. One of the you heard.
No, what he wants is a piece of the TikTok pie. He's not trying to get rid of it.
He don't give a shit
He
about
has
that.
unrealistic expectations.
That's right.
Another
His
country can
priorities
create.
all-
He feels that it's because another country created something and they're capitalizing off of not only American people, but people all over the world are interested in TikTok at this point.
Yeah,
But he thinks because they've made a bunch of money in America that America should get like.
Yeah.
and at the same
That's not
time, who
his
gives a
words.
fuck about TikTok? TikTok
Exactly.
this pandemic.
Exactly.
TikTok, motherfucker. We are dying. People are dying out here. Jobs, the economy is
Exactly.
still suffering. People are getting evicted. And
Quibbling over an extra $600. The average person, literally, and this is how incredibly scary and sad this is. The average person, an extra $600 a month can change their whole life.
Right.
Yes. Very so.
Change their whole life. Just $600 dollars.
The average median income in America is only $32,000, but as you all can see, the standard of living is more like in the 40s
I say,
or
especially-
50s,
of course,
yes.
especially in this DMV area.
Yes.
And in the like it's terrible.
This
So
is-
it's
this
like
is this is the third most.
Mostly the
expensive
V
place
in the DMV.
In the
You
Commonwealth?
try to live in the Commonwealth.
you know
But
why
you-
they
make it
you know why
less
they
But
call it
hey,
Commonwealth?
I just learned that the medium, the income is actually more in Maryland, not in Virginia.
Yeah, no.
I didn't know that. I thought in Virginia people make more money.
No. I was gonna let y'all go.
That's what I thought.
I was gonna let y'all go, and then I was gonna tell you as a Maryland resident, as a Prince George's County lifer, we get money out here.
no, they do. And then, but
Yes,
but
you know what I'm
but you
thinking
know,
about?
another
I'm
thing-
thinking about like the crazy mansions like off like through Burke and like
the
Fairfax
richest county,
Station
yeah,
and
the richest
stuff like
county in
that.
Virginia is
Now,
Loudoun
I will say
County.
that y'all Virginia has one of the richest, like two of the top 5 richest counties
Yeah,
in the country.
yeah, it's
But
fair.
the richest black county in
Right,
the country.
Yes,
It's Prince
Well,
George's
and,
County.
That's a
and then you
fact,
got to take into
And then
account
you
you
got-
got Moco County
Yep, then you
because
got-
that's recession.
and Howard
Mhm.
County is also
Yeah.
quite.
But no,
And-
like we just said, in this area alone, you got to fucking fight to make it.
You got Slim. It's expensive.
Chris Rock said it the best. How many of y'all can work in a city you can't afford to live in?
Yeah.
No.
All right, let's go to fuck the cops, y'all.
All right,
Y'all made it seem like y'all talking about DMV news. We ain't in that DMV news yet.
all right, fuck the cops.
I don't got my notes, so I'm just gonna.
Put your hands there.
You got to make money.
I don't got no notes, but
This motherfucker.
we're gonna go to fuck the cops, yo. Everybody out there in podcast land, I need you to put your right hand in the air to the ancestors, and
You don't have to.
straight to Ogun, okay?
Okay.
I pledge
I
allegiance
pledge allegiance.
to fuck the cops,
Fuck the cops.
Black Glocks and Techs,
Glocks and Techs.
till we get some
Till we
respect.
get some respect.
187.
187.
Amen.
Amen. Can
Can I get an amen, brothers?
Amen. Can you?
All right. Okay, we got one in the back.
Yes.
Let's go to
the
it.
video though. Can we just
Let's go to the video.
I will
glorious
say,
part? This glorious.
I do.
Yes.
All right, let's go to this video of the family in Aurora, Colorado.
Now this is
Let
the
me pause
same-
it first.
This is the same Aurora, Colorado that killed Elijah. What was his last name? The young man who had on the ski mask.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
No. That is no, it's not.
It was a young man who he was wearing a ski mask
I don't think his name was
because
Elijah.
he was
I think it was-
anemic and he was cold, so he wore a ski mask everywhere he went. So they were
Just
saying,
living
yo,
his
like
life.
this is
Even
like,
the police, even the police call says that the person called in and was just like, "Oh, he's not doing anything bad. He just looks like
he looks
sinister
suspicious.
or something."
He's black wearing a ski mask.
Let's look at this shit though. This shit like makes
And
me.
now they got the babies on the floor.
Yeah,
I
I did.
1940s
Yeah.
cartoon. Who's wearing ski masks when they're robbing people? Like,
So the sister was with her child, and she was with her two sisters, I believe.
They were
and they were
looking
driving for
a stolen motorcycle,
Yep.
and
and
some
they pulled over a minivan.
oh my god.
That's right.
and they end up handcuffing the little girls
For what?
because the chick, the older person asked why are they handcuffing the children, and the cop said we handcuff children that are uncontrollable, like they're like if they're wild.
Children
We
that
handcuff
That's
children
out of control.
That are out of
Let's-
control. Yeah.
You have
Fuck
my
that.
mother laying on the floor, prostrate on the damn
Yeah.
concrete.
During the
We
summer.
were on our way
Right,
to a
on the
picnic.
concrete during the summer.
Exactly. I'm a child. I'm going to be scared. You look like a monster in this situation.
Yep, and they were just going to get their nails done, and they ended up getting
And let's start
searched in the car.
from the beginning. They were looking for a stolen motorcycle.
What does a minivan have to do
And they
with it?
pulled over a minivan,
Full of women and children.
laid everybody out, ran the plates on the minivan and said, sorry, we got the wrong plates.
You're rolling me over
But
on
you're
the
looking
concrete.
for a stolen
Motorcycle.
motorcycle. Do you think they put it in the back of that motherfucker? Once you pull them over, you see it's no motorcycle.
Right.
So everything else after that is just
And then
bullshit.
and then the sheriff or the police department, they did issue an apology, but I'm wondering if they're
fuck
gonna
an
follow.
apology. I don't need an
We
apology.
don't want. Yeah. How many times?
No one needs
What
that.
is an apology gonna do after a traumatic situation like that?
Like,
How am I supposed to trust the system
Exactly.
like that?
Exactly.
Fuck you.
It's not even about
Well,
that.
It's like the petty-
It's about
I
the
think, like,
children.
Exactly. You first of all, you have completely horrified these children. Like, they will never forget this. 45 years old, I'm gonna remember the day that my mother was laying on the floor next to me, and I didn't know if she was gonna live or not.
That's right.
And oh my god,
This is what causes uprising. This is what causes violence.
It's the
to
anger,
crowd.
it's the fear,
Yes,
the
sir.
constant fear
I was
just
at
to
American
be
Best Wings,
alive.
right? I had my son and my nephew with me. A police officer walked in. They're 6 and 10. I think they were 5 and 9 at the time.
Yeah.
They saw a police officer. They haven't been through anything yet. They were like, "Oh man, it's a police officer." The police officer came over, was talking to him. It was like a cool black guy. So it's like now, but for those kids there, their view of police is just
It's
totally
changed forever.
done forever. Because I remember me being 8 or 9 years old, growing up in Northeast. I had one interaction with police that ruined it forever.
Mhm.
Like forever.
Mhm.
How old were you?
I was probably like 8. This was 98.
I was gonna ask, like, when was y'all like earliest
Oh.
involvement with police or encounter with police?
My first encounter with police, I was 16. But my first time seeing the police and saying I'm scared of police and fuck police, that was like 97, 98.
I think my first like racist experience that I could think of, it was like maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. I was on my way to my friend's barbecue in Dumfries. It was her son's birthday, and I've actually been put, and this is even more infuriating, or same amount of infuriating. I've been pulled over before, and they've somehow put Caucasian on the ticket. I can admit to you, I can attest that everybody in the world can look at me and know that I am not Caucasian. I might be something else, but I'm clearly not Caucasian. Like, I have ethnic features. But this time, I had braids in my hair. I was listening to my music.
That is weird.
Very weird. Very weird. That was in Delaware. I was like, I'm not paying this. I'm not white. But was pulled over, and my registration, he ran my plates, and he said, the woman who did my registration that year gave me the wrong sticker. And I just put it on there, not even thinking, whatever. Nobody had ever pulled me over. Nobody ever ran my plates. I didn't do anything wrong. And when my friends came to pick me up, they were Caucasian. And he looked at them, and people, this is when things started to happen or whatever, because there was a black family that was filming the whole thing for me, like making sure I was okay. And my friends pulled up, and he was like, "How do you know this woman?" And they were like, "She's been our friend for 15 years." And he was like, "In what regard? Does she sell you things?"
Damn. This was in Delaware?
No, this was in Virginia, in Dumfries.
Dumfries. Prince William County.
And they were like, "No, like a friend, like she's godmother to our child. We're leaving now." Like,
Jesus.
you know. And they were like, "Oh, we don't know." And I was like, "Okay."
Were you near Williamstown?
That is fucking
You know, I
disgusting.
couldn't find my way out of Dumfries. Like, that was like a once or twice type of thing. I don't frequent down
B.
there.
Yeah,
What did I
Fuck 'em.
say when we were driving into Virginia tonight?
You said you was amazed how I was so casual with smoking the J, driving, and how
I was no. I left out the smoking the J part. I said I'm shocked at how casual you're driving in Virginia. Cause me being from DC, Prince George's County, I've never drove casually in Virginia. I'm
like
always
this hunched up.
I'm always
you had your tits to the steering wheel.
I'm always tending to on the mirrors. Cause it's like, yo, I'm like terrified. Cause I'm terrified of Virginia police.
Fuck the cops, man.
Fuck the cops, man.
Fuck
Fuck
them.
them, man.
Ah!
Look,
Ah!
that should just anytime a situation happens, a nigga with some shade should just come out and just go. Stop right there.
All right, we gotta move on. We gotta fuck the cops, yo. Seriously, I didn't know that happened to you. It's unfortunate.
Fuck the cops, G.
Yes.
I think
I can't even. That's a slight situation.
we got
compared
pulled
to what
over-
happened to
right.
my
No,
brothers.
I was about to say, run down how many times
Yeah.
you've gotten pulled over. How we all got. I think in
Exactly.
here it's like at least in the 40s.
60s.
We had a couple.
60s,
Yeah, we got a couple convictions over here. So, let's go to Drop the Gym, y'all. It's some information for your brain. You know what I'm saying?
A little break
We coming back with Black Inventors. You know, we got
Alright.
a fresh one for this week, and
Let me get my Google.
Yes, I was about to
we're
say.
gonna make sure we got the right Black inventor.
Brian gonna have y'all
Right.
researching anybody.
But I was amazed, and see how white supremacy works. It will use your own inventions against
Of
you.
course.
This Black inventor, he invented.
Let's talk about the cotton gin.
They threw us.
What's up, B?
This man, I don't have my notes, but I think his name was Miles or something. But he invented the elevator
Miles,
doors
just say
closing
Miles.
automatic, like
Alexander Miles.
Alexander Miles. He invented the elevator doors.
Okay.
Before you would have to
Then you had
use
a little pulley.
a manual.
joint.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Which
saying?
seems like
And that
more
costs
work.
and that costs a lot of deaths. A lot of people died from like the shaft falling down and
Right.
everything.
You know, black people, we gonna
So-
Well, now I got not only do I have to pull myself up, I gotta pull it
Right.
the whole machine with it
Mhm.
too.
So
Like,
shout out to the black man. And look, he got the king beard.
Yes.
That would be the beard back then in style, like you had, Ron.
Yes.
I don't fuck with the beard.
You would have to what's the name? And then
I
what's
don't
the name?
fuck with the beard.
What I was gonna say. You know how white people they close the door on you when you be walking to the door?
Yes.
So,
Right.
so I have two. I have two encounters because I have some white people that are very, very dear to my heart, but they're
Of
woke
course.
people and they understand what's happening, and not in some like, oh, I stand in solidarity with you. No, like
Yeah.
some real like, I'm posting on my page as well. I'm calling people as well. I'm out there marching as well.
Right.
Amen.
And I only surround myself with real people at this point. I'm way too grown to have fake around. So I can say that.
can
And
dig it.
those people are not at all included in that. But yes, there are definitely women that will see me with my niece and clutch their purse. My niece is a baby. Like, it's like, what do you think? What do you think? I'm gonna drop my baby to take your fake Louis?
Well, you know, certain white people say he could steal since he could crawl. So, you know, that's how they.
You could use your monkey hands as a thief to.
Extend his thumb. That's how you
Hold on.
I'm using their brain.
Right. You know they got genetic ups. They got genetic ups.
They can jump.
Hold on, time
They
out,
are
time out.
resilient people.
I just want
Very
to
musical.
I just want to take a quick second. That's
Very
fucked up.
rhythmic.
That's fucked up.
Very rhythmic.
I just want to take a quick second to say happy birthday to my aunt Jennifer. Her birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Fifth.
birthday, Aunt Jennifer.
Brian said monkey hand. That's what she called me, monkey hand, because I had big ass hands.
Got some Scotty Pippen hands.
And for that, Auntie, I love you.
Yes, we love you, Auntie. She called him monkey hands. This man had his superpowers is monkey hands.
My brother.
And AJ.
My brother's father had. Well, I call him my brother. He's my cousin, but we were raised like brother and sister. His father had a girlfriend. I call her Banana Hands. And she
can grip
they
it?
pulled up one day out front to pick him up from visitation, and
She swooped him
I
up.
swear the woman had her hand rested comfortably. The window was all the way down. She had it comfortably, and her hand was big enough to drape over the top. That's arm length.
That ain't bananas. That's drumstick hands.
I thought it was his friend Louis. So I screamed out the window, "Hey, Louis!" He
Oh.
looked out the window. I was like, "Oh, banana hand."
That's a big ass hand.
This is a big
Yeah,
ass
that is.
hand.
That's some.
Exactly. To rest comfortably on the window all the way rolled down.
But I can't go
And
over
have
the
the
top. Touch the top. I can't go over the top.
She was resting
I thought she-
comfortably on the
If she was one of those cops, she'd be like the old school cops. We had the little. Put the shit on top.
She the one to put the light on top. That's your job. Banana hands, get back there.
Yo, right here from the camera shit. Take it off. Put that shit in the truck.
A real historical reference. The police officer actually cut that shit on.
Yes.
I always wondered, would it be like a magnetic or something? Like,
Yes, exactly.
How sticky was this motherfucker?
Velcro joint on top.
Right. I just wish it would fall off.
still be working. But let's go to DMV news, y'all. Can I get some go-go in the house, y'all? Somebody.
Look, man.
We can do that shit.
I'm gonna tell y'all do.
I'm gonna tell him, Smoke, come through the
Come
across that bridge.
Yeah, come on, across that bridge.
All right, now we can
Meet me at the wharf, Mo. Meet me at the wharf, Mo.
All right, we been the boat.
All right, this week's DMV news is Club Sephora in Baltimore. Basically, somebody shut it down because they wasn't doing the proper COVID procedures, wearing a mask and having people be 5 feet. So.
It's Baltimore. Anywhere in this nigga trees, I call it the nigga line. You got Baltimore, DC. It's the nigga line. Nobody can do. Niggas don't know how to follow. Look at this shit. Look at this. Now that's a zoo. Sorry to say it, but that's a zoo.
You know what?
I'm going to dance with everybody, blow my smoke in people's faces.
I don't like your wording.
I don't give a fuck because that's what they're acting like. It's senseless motherfuckers out there. I get it. You want to have fun, but that's just too much. I'm not doing that.
I've seen pool parties. Can you imagine the COVID soup
That's what I'm
that a
saying.
pool party would be at this
What
point?
the fuck? Hey, yo.
That's a cesspool.
They call it Club COVID.
It's like, yo,
I just
this
don't
shit,
understand. Like, you don't have grandparents. Like,
Right,
you really
small
just don't care at all.
and I understand small little functions. I can respect.
Yeah, people that you know are social distancing, and even that,
Yeah.
there's risks associated with that.
Right.
But-
But at least you can tell who
you
gave
got
it
the
to
shit.
you.
Right.
But y'all, but people want to go out. People want to go out.
Look, if we would have,
They want to go to the club. They want to be seen.
no, we should have did. If we would have, motherfuckers should have just really just said, you know what, y'all, let's keep it funky. Summer's canceled, so we can have maybe a fall or a
Exactly.
winter, something.
What should have happened, like every other country that was able to flatten their curve, we should have shut down and been
That's-
singing to each other through
That's what I
windows
was
like
about to say.
Italy.
That's what I was about to say.
And
This
just
is not-
let the joint chill for a couple
if you let
months.
people out, you have to know that this is going to happen. This is not just happening in black areas. It's happening in white areas too.
no, white people
No,
were doing
no,
this
no, no,
shit.
no.
Yeah.
But because what you were just saying was just a zoo and black people
Oh,
doing
no,
this.
no.
No. Shut.
You said it, AJ.
I did.
Because you was over here sounding like Fox News, and that's not the thing. What this is this is the government. If you are going to open up places, do not get upset when people go there. So shut the fuck up and all that black people. This look like a zoo. I'ma dance on them. I'ma blow. Shut up. No.
I didn't say
You
that.
didn't say
No,
that.
I didn't say that.
You
So
just
let
said that.
okay,
No,
well, I'll
no,
say
AJ,
it.
here's my thing. And
White
it
people
booed.
do a zoo.
AJ.
I said the same shit about
AJ,
white
okay.
people. They
No,
do
you
zoo too.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
wait.
AJ, you
Let
just said that.
the
And it
feminine
blew.
energy energy mediate.
No.
Let the feminine energy
AJ.
mediate for a second.
Okay.
Because I see you getting hot under the collar.
Because that blew me.
But hear me.
Okay.
So granted, the zoo reference was a bit much.
That was not
But I fully understand.
This is the same wording that they use to describe us as niggas when they call us animals and they say it's a zoo out there.
But
it's the same shit that them crackers do for us, but you gonna sit here and say that shit, AJ?
But also with that
cool at
same
all.
respect, that may not be cool, and
That's
I
not
understand.
cool at all.
I understand, but in that same respect, if somebody is calling me a monkey to my face, I'm probably not gonna sit there and gorge bananas. Like you have to. So
look,
at this point,
AJ,
we are all aware
AJ,
that it is dangerous
if those-
to be around each other in a close setting, sweating, spitting
course.
on each other,
Grinding.
together,
We-
grinding,
no.
making
Listening
out,
to R.
sharing
Kelly.
shots.
no one's listening to R. Kelly.
We know that. So
We know this.
if this administration has taught you anything, we need to look out for ourselves.
But what I'm saying
So
is,
if you are aware that it is
people
wrong,
did
and
not
you
look
know
like
that
that.
you could spread this to your friends, to your brothers, to
I
their
haven't
children.
seen my grandmother since
Exactly. And you haven't seen her because you care about her.
Yes.
Because you don't want anything bad to happen to her.
because I'm out here.
And that is why we wear our masks.
Factual.
And that's why we are not. You think I don't want to party, man? I want to go to brunch so damn bad. I want to go to brunch.
And the reason the
Like-
brunches are open is because the
It doesn't
government-
matter if it's
but-
open.
but
I'm not going
If-
until there's a vaccine or until this curve is flattened. 1,000 Americans aren't dying a day. I'm not going.
My thing, no. What I said was
We gotta go to the
not-
next
not-
DMV
not-
news, y'all.
Not condoning their actions. My thing was the words used for the color of their skin, because if those people did not look like that, they would not have said
I
that's a
would have
zoo.
said, I would say white people are monkeys and zoos.
No,
Yeah.
you would not.
If anything, I'd have called them the caucus people. What the caucus
Okay.
creatures.
Okay. Speaking of racist, and then speaking of racist,
Okay, all right.
speaking of racist
It's not cool.
and caucus caves, we gotta move on to something else racist.
All right.
I was actually gonna go to the Ray Caverns this weekend, but the mayor of Luray said some racist shit. I wanted to go hiking.
Oh.
I want to do some. I want to do my little shrooms and LSD and trip out in the woods.
And eat some
But
I just went camping down in Chincoteague.
eat some Aunt Jemima pancakes.
yes, exactly. The mayor of Luray, he posted something on Facebook, and the and councilman is asking him to resign after he posted something about how Joe Biden VP pick is going to be Aunt Jemima. So, I thought it was funny. And people are asking him to step down, and he's saying, I thought it was funny. He deleted it, but he's saying he's
Thought it
not
was
stepping
funny.
down. Do y'all think what he said was wrong?
No.
Hell yeah, what he said.
No
was
shit is wrong, but at
Why
the
is
same
it
time,
Aunt Jemima? Because
yeah,
it's a black woman.
and who gives them? And once again, white people.
What? No.
They-
What
we
did I
know
say
what
about
they-
last week?
We know what they're going to do though. So why the fuck are we getting offended when they do the shit? Duh.
You don't think they should be accountable?
Oh no, they
No,
definitely
no,
should.
That's my point.
They-
I know
they-
you're
they
gonna do
should
it. I'm
be
not
held
I'm not
accountable.
hurt that he did it.
Right.
But you can't do shit like
But
that.
you
if
can't-
I
you
can't, if we're at work, he's at work.
You can't, but at the same time,
He's at work. You
who
can't
runs-
do that in the workplace.
who
That's
runs
human
this-
resources.
He's a public official.
Who runs this
public
nation?
official.
Now I'm hoping we can as people, but who is running this shit? How many people really?
I know
How
who's
many of
running
those?
it,
How many
but
of the bad
everybody
guys
needs to
really
be held
lose in this
accountable.
world that's white? Let's be real. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I hope we can change that in the future, but at the same time, when people are all upset in arms and shit, it's like, okay, you know what the deal is. What you gonna do about it? Are you gonna go the route and bitch about it, or are you gonna go the litigation and handle your business the right
Well,
way?
that's what I want. I want the litigation.
Okay, so
I want
then
him to get
that's
up
what
his,
we need
you
to
know.
do as a people. Shut the fuck up about getting, not you, but people, black people, shut the fuck up about getting outraged. Be outraged through actions
This-
and
Well, that's
facts.
why we have
And
the ACLU
No,
and things
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
but we got to
This
really
is-
put a lot.
this is
a
what
lot
I
of
was
them
saying
shit, a lot
last
of those
week.
fronts are a joke. Unfortunately, a lot of them are a joke because they are not. They are unfortunately, a lot of them are being selfish, and they're only doing things that is benefiting their social club. Because remember, let's be real, black people got social statuses too, in certain degrees, and that's why we are falling behind. That's why we are
boycott Lorraine Caverns. Hashtag boycott Lorraine.
Look, man.
right. Somebody just throw some
You know,
shit
you
in
can
there.
always
How
pack
we got
a,
the black people on this wall?
you can pack
How we got the
a
black people in this cave?
You can pack a lovely
You know a black
picnic
man open
and
that
take
shit.
wifey to Great Falls. Great Falls is just fine.
Why it can't be called Lorraine Caverns?
I am never upset by things that old white people say.
Thank you.
I've never, not once in my life, have I been
Okay.
upset by something that an old white man has said.
It is.
Because I expect nothing else. I'm shocked when it's not racist. like, what? Oh, look, if an old white man says something to me and it's not racist, I literally go,
I got that. You fucking with me?
like,
This ain't an old white man. This is a
Look,
factor.
when you sent me that, kept scrolling. like that was nothing.
Damn.
Okay.
Another day. in
So,
America.
all right. Fuck Lorraine. All right. So let's go to. But it is sort of the Mammy Awards for VP. It is sort of the Mammy Awards. That's what I'm going to say.
Who I'm gonna pick?
You know what?
Come on now.
I can't. Like, no.
Okay. Let's go to the next DMV news. Can I get some go-go?
No, man. Just go to the
All right.
I ain't gonna move on till I hear some go-go. Okay. All right. This dumbass, a DUI. All right, this man had a DUI. He ended up hitting a state trooper.
someone.
Yes. I don't have my notes, but
Yeah, that's right.
but it was a 32-year-old. His name sounded Ethiopian, and he's from Woodbridge. So,
Did he injure the cop?
and it was an Asian cop.
Slim, y'all got some nice police cars out here.
So,
What?
This was
like
in
a
Woodbridge? That looked like a Fairfax.
no.
That's a straight.
This was off Etzel Road.
Oh, my God.
in
So,
Alexandria.
and around it was around Friday around 4 a.m.
Near
So,
Bowl of America.
yeah,
Oh, Ethiopia.
Bro.
That's African Central right there. I call it AC.
Bowl of
African Central.
yo.
I call it.
I would not give my enemy a DUI like that. That's some serious shit.
Yeah.
They take away your money, your time,
Yeah.
your everything. So
All right, I'm
it's just
shutting up for this
crazy.
topic.
Have y'all-
Okay, this
I don't want. I'm not speaking on this topic.
Okay.
No,
All right, cool.
I remember them in the early 2000s. Like, remember when they chopped dude hands
No,
off?
we still on the dude hitting the DUI.
Oh,
Dude hitting the cop.
Like,
I ain't got nothing to say about that.
DUI, whatever. Look, he hit the cop.
nah, you know what?
He got 1,000 points on my
No,
book.
you know what? I don't feel bad because he could have got in the car and hit me and
He
know
coulda hit
my
somebody
nephew
else.
on the way
I
back
don't-
from ice cream.
I do not
He coulda,
condone.
hit my mom on the way back from
intoxicated
church.
No, we don't.
I don't
nobody
feel bad for
does
him.
that shit.
I feel like he
If
should
you
get what he
drunk, Uber
deserves.
or stay your ass where
Exactly.
you are.
All
That's the
these
whole-
options.
Yes.
You can Lyft. You can Uber.
But
call a friend.
the cop, the state trooper he's finishing up a crash. So he was finishing up, and then he turned around. He turned around.
Hey, I mean, shit.
Bad as shit.
And fucking Tesfaye hit his car.
Hey, he gonna get a souped up charge of state trooper. So he good. If anything, he happy. He gonna get a state
Okay, all right. You don't know what Tesfaye?
And I love my test files.
Tesfaye can be a first name or a last name. Doesn't matter. All right, next DMV news. All right, I don't have my notes, but 10 MS gang members was arrested off some child exploitation. They would this was a 12-year-old girl. She ran away from home in 2018, and she got into the gang, and then they initiated her by hitting her with a bat 26 times, and then they would move her around to different dudes. They would pimp her out. So now
sex trafficked her,
sex traffic all in VA and in Maryland.
which is sex trafficking across state lines.
Right. So they can do some time. And I remember, like you said,
15 to
AJ,
life.
MS in middle school, like they were cutting off people's hands.
They chopped off
When they first got to the DMV, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, shit was real. They chopped dude hand off
Slim.
over in Springfield Mall area back in the day. I remember that shit. That
They
shit-
left.
Why did they do that?
Man,
because
they left a
they-
nigga headless
like,
and
yeah,
booed.
they
Slim,
were
I'm not
Yeah.
Slim. I'm gonna leave this topic.
Yeah, nah,
Oh,
it's
geez.
one of those things where
For real.
it's fucking crazy. Like,
For
you know,
real.
the sex trafficking is bad on all
Yeah,
levels.
'cause they-
Everybody, like, that shit is just dead. Like, just cut that bullshit out. and-
Them niggas is criminals
Listen,
as far as like
If
they
you really
they
wanna
move
get into
drugs.
it,
yeah, they do a
Right.
lot of things.
They do everything.
They do everything. Like, just like every other gang, they, you know, it's just, the gangs is just,
Yeah.
cut the gang shit out, people. Go to school, read a book.
Yeah, facts.
Read a book, do something else with your time.
Facts.
Please find something.
Okay.
We gonna- yeah.
Is there any other? Is there a black gang in the DMV area?
Is there
So
what?
what?
A black gang in the
Not
DMV
the
area.
DC, yeah, it's
We do
different.
more neighborhoods.
Right, it's a guerrilla,
Yeah,
it's guerrilla
it's-
warfare out that
We're-
bitch. You
we're
ain't.
more so.
It's hard, dog. These like this is one of the most unique like crime areas because you ain't. Somebody gonna get you, and you ain't gonna never know. That's why I call it
Yeah.
guerrilla warfare.
Yeah,
You know, that's why it's hard.
Our neighborhoods are like our family.
Yeah,
that's
it's-
basically our family.
Okay.
Right, it ain't like your
But-
LA, your West Coast shit
Yeah,
or
I don't
stuff
really
like that.
Got too much to say about that.
Would you ever like? I never understood. Well, I understood like you were a teenager and you run away from home, but I wouldn't want to get initiated by getting my ass kicked.
Well, it's just that, but that's
If-
another level
You
that
know
we
what
don't
it
know.
is?
And it's the
That's a
same.
whole nother
Okay,
level.
all right. Listen. Hold
I'll
on.
delve a little bit psychologically. Like honestly, wherever if you're running away, 9 times out of 10, there are a few other extenuating circumstances, but 9 times out of 10, like home is not safe. It's never been safe. You feel horrible there. You have to get out of here because you feel like your life is in danger.
Mhm.
And then, but you still have the same basic Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I need, a family. I need love. I
You
need
need love.
something
You need love.
on your road to self-actualization. So you search for whoever is offering you some type of attention. It's the same situation when a girl, it's like, how could she be with this guy? He's absolutely terrible. It's somebody. It's somebody showing you something. Because there are people at home that are shown nothing. So, and then you're 12. So if one cool girl tells you, hey, come with me, I got a family, and you're there, and once it happens to you, well, nobody there to save you. In
Why don't
that
you go
moment, and now you
have
are
sex with this
psycho.
guy and then yeah.
But it's not even
It's not
go
just
have
about-
sex with this
It's
guy.
about connecting.
It's-
They want to
You're
connect.
12. I'm a grown ass man. I'm gonna grab you and assault you and hurt you and fuck you up. And now, unless I get extensive psychological, for that issue, the post-traumatic stress associated with that is enough to knock me off my feet for about 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
There it is.
See, not speaking on it as like a young woman, but more so like what you were talking about as young boys joining gangs or having to get jumped to join gangs. If I pretty much have the same friends I've always had, I would die for these niggas. I would kill somebody for these niggas. If we were 12 and they was like, yo, Ron, we gotta beat you up for you to be friends with us, nigga, fuck you. Like, you can't be fucked up.
Yeah, it's
If you think I will let you beat my ass.
A lot of
but
little
once
girls end up in grown-up situations. They think they're grown
Mhm.
until
well, yeah, and we just
Until they prove-
until
yeah.
you
And-
realize what a child you are.
yeah. When it comes to gang shit, it's different, and it's different
Oh,
where
okay.
it's different all over America. 'Cause
Uh-huh.
There's different circumstances,
Yeah.
like you just said. So it's certain things that we won't over here understand what it feels like to be pressured in LA with the Crips.
It doesn't even have to happen in LA. It just happens down the street, bro.
I'm just saying, it's still different.
All right, we got to go to Chassis on my timeline.
Okay.
Fuck what they talking
There's a
about.
bunch of memes and videos you want your opinion on.
Videos.
And this one is just amazing.
To
And
get that
it's-
Drake clip.
It just shows how,
I'm not gonna keep doing that every week.
huh?
Why not? That's your caller.
Yes, you're calling, man.
Fuck what they talking about in your timeline.
My man.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. This one is it took me back. I had flashbacks when I got knocked out in front of my girlfriend,
Oh, I
And-
saw that, man.
and how things changed after that. But let's show this video and how this brother, my man, had dreads. Hold on,
We'll
we'll
talk
get
about that
to it.
later.
Damn. You talk about that after the show.
Wow.
Oh,
Sleep.
Slump
You ever
mode.
heard of Pac-Man?
Oh, look at his jeans
Hey, no,
riding
but
low.
y'all
know what to do.
But if y'all see, her first instinct was to follow
His legs are
the
crossed.
Victor.
Yes.
Her first instinct was to say, "What
She's like,
dominant male? I'm going with
got the
him."
Rick and Morty joint.
Oh,
Oh my
look! Dominant male. I'm
Overhand
going.
with it
Oh,
too.
shit. I'm asleep.
He can't
Look at
overhand with it.
Get up, babe.
Yo, look at his elbow. Look how he moved. He was like,
Look.
You ain't even have to
But
do
you know
that.
what? I'm not leaving. I'm
those
not leaving
military
my man on
boots?
the
that
street
nigga look like
that.
he look like the letter T
I'm not,
right now.
I'm not. He do look like a lowercase T.
T stands for timeout.
Oh.
Toa, take a breather.
If you're okay, not your guys you with now, but have you ever been with a guy he got knocked out, or he got into a situation where he got like knocked out or embarrassed in front of you?
No, unfortunately, the niggas that I've dealt with have been very crazy. And my
No.
man now, like, he honestly, baby, I love you so much. He's so incredibly like sweet and kind and supportive and loving of me.
Those
and
be the ones that
intelligent.
crazy.
But
They crazy.
I have seen him bad, and I have seen him have to get into altercation, and I don't want to fight him, and I don't want anybody else to. Like,
AJ,
It's always the quiet ones.
Yeah.
you ever had any altercation in front of a young lady you were with?
Yeah, but it didn't go the way that he thought it was.
So it didn't.
Yeah.
So it
No,
didn't end up with you like that.
But nobody really fought. But like, I guess when I don't know what happened, but he apologized. We was in the club, so he apologized because Mike was there, and he
AJ got to unbutton that motherfucking shirt.
no, it was this, and I'll tell y'all who the girl was. But we was in the club, and we were dancing, and this dude kept walking up on her, and he kept grabbing her, and she said, "Please leave me alone." And he just kept coming over. I said, "My man, look, she's she's with me. Can you back up?" And then he just goes, "Man, fuck you." So
AJ, you ain't thump him.
you
Let me tell you why people like that
No.
are so
Thump him on the
incredibly
first one.
pathetic.
no, I didn't. That's
Uh.
all that happened, and then
Oh,
he
you
fell.
mushed
Man, I would have turned that
And then-
thing
no,
over.
he fell. No,
What did he
'cause
say? He slapped me when it wasn't fashionable to slap a man.
The stiff arm, and he fell, and then Mike grabbed me and said, "You ain't about to get locked up in here. Stop that shit." And I'm just like, nah. And then like he just I think he was drunk, but it
No,
don't
man.
matter. But no, I'm not getting.
So it's not the same.
So no,
So
but
I did see a
I'm not
man
gonna
get
put myself
knocked
in that-
out.
yeah,
I
I'm not
wasn't dating him, but it was in high school, and he
Right.
tried the wrong dude who was significantly smaller than him,
Mm.
and he knocked him out in the commons, and his head hit the floor, and he instantly peed on himself, and all the girls started to cry. It was horrible. We called him Pee John to this day.
As a woman, like, does that just drive? Does that drive the market up?
You know what
when
it is?
when a man gets his ass whooped?
I think like nothing.
It's done.
Nothing bothers me more
Uh-huh.
like
You don't
than
feel safe
to
with
watch
this
like a
man.
man get emasculated.
Mm.
Like, you
Yeah.
just feel so like,
Mm.
damn, bro.
Slim.
Why?
It's like
I
you-
didn't want to see
you a
that,
bitch.
bro.
Like
Why?
I fought twice in
Like-
front of my ex. No else, because I knew I can't.
You
take
can't come
no
back.
other
You
day.
can't go home.
Look, boy, you about to get the worst you ever got right now. You about to get Ron on 12.
But
Yeah.
if I love you,
On a
I'm
scale from
not,
one to
like,
Nah, because
No.
the back of your mind is gonna be, you got your ass.
And 5 years later,
So
He knows what happened.
go
He's
and
gonna
tell
forget to
Larry
bring
that.
He
Go
gonna
and
forget
tell
to bring
Larry
home
that.
tomato sauce, or he gonna forget to wash the dishes and be like, "What? I gotta kick your ass." For you to pay attention.
you want me to call Tony for you to pay attention?
I can see you saying some slick shit. He forget a piece of lemon. What happened? That ass whooping made you forget?
Don't even worry.
You hit your head off the concrete. You can't remember.
Yeah,
Like,
nah, fuck
yo,
that. As a
Woman, if you don't lower your
Yo.
tone, whoa, you
Yeah.
wasn't acting that tough with Larry.
Exactly.
You wasn't acting that tough with Larry.
Not
What-
tough with Larry.
any
Okay,
woman
look,
in a
you know what?
situation, yeah, any woman.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah. Right, yeah, exactly. When a man says watch your mouth, that's all you got.
What was that scene
Watch your
from
mouth.
the scene from Crash when the cop molested
Yeah.
Terrence Howard's
Oh, and old girl
girlfriend?
went up on him.
What'd she say?
Mr. Black Man, you just gonna think I fuck my wife. He goes, how the fuck you gonna say some dumb shit? That's Terrence Howard though. His voice is like, how you gonna say that?
All right, next shot. I see my timeline.
No, B, you didn't go over your.
No, why you gonna do that?
I was I brought it up like 2 or 3 times in the show. I was maybe 9th grade, and my Asian girlfriend was. We were in the comments. It was by the lockers, and the football guy, fresh off, the new guy, the new guy in school, football guy, got six pack in high school. How do you have that? You know what I'm saying?
What are you eating?
We all hanging around. He from Texas anyway,
Oh my
so you
God.
know they be eating dust
He
and.
been working out in the garage.
Cow's ass live. What you talking about?
So
Everything is country.
I guess he bumped into my girl, and then everybody was like, "Whoa!" and I was like,
Seismic.
so I pushed him,
Oh my
and
God.
then I looked and see if my girl was okay, and then
He cleaned you.
my eyeball was over here and my lip was over there, and I hit the lockers. I remember sliding off,
Oh no. The slug action.
and then I remember just doing this, and then filling the locks. So once I got back up, I was like doing this with my fucking feet, and then I just tried to tackle him, and then everybody else came and just.
What the? You slipped the slide record?
Oh,
I never heard that.
And then we had a basketball game after.
You never supposed to
this
take
is
your
why-
eyes
God bless
off a nigga.
This
Never.
is why I was supposed to go to Washington League.
See, you were supposed to be there.
Because we would have beat the shit out of
Yes. If we all would have went to Washington, everybody would have got a charge.
See,
We would have
see.
stomped him out to death.
But
They'd have been like,
when you get knocked out in front of your girl, you got it's all downhill from there. Let's
No
go.
shit.
Let's go to the next shit I see on my timeline.
Sex is trash.
When it comes, yeah, you gotta break up.
But
But-
you hit, she gonna be like, yeah, too bad you couldn't hit like the dude.
One of the reasons why a lot of breakups is that men they can't tell a difference between their priorities when it comes to the wife and the children and the mama. So what do y'all think about this one right here?
I'm gonna say, I have to start off.
We got. Let me see. Let me go to
I'm
it.
gonna start it off because this shit right here. If you showing what I think you showing,
It says, in case y'all forgot, number 1, wife, 2 children, 3 parents, 4 everybody else. Why is it this hard to understand?
Why? I have no clue why it's hard to understand because it's not hard to understand to me.
What do you
Because
mean?
A lot of people do,
What do you
because a
mean?
lot of people, it's a difference between
you
like
have-
having a wife and like
Yeah,
having
if
like
you talk
my
about a
partner,
girlfriend,
like my
that's
best. No,
different. But-
not girlfriend, because a lot
Yeah.
of people are married to somebody that is not their partner in life.
Right.
Oh, yeah, look.
say that again.
Speak on that.
There are
Drop a
people.
gem. She dropped a gem, y'all.
There are people that are married to people that are not their partner in life.
Then
Like,
those
honestly-
people shouldn't be married
Exactly, you shouldn't be
because your
but-
wife.
Look at that's
There's
like
no reason your wife or your husband should not be your first priority. Look, I was in high school. Me and my mom used to always get into it. Like my mom isn't my birth mom, but like we used to get into it. And my dad used to say, "Yo, I'm always side with who's ever right in the situation. Who's ever right in the situation, I'm gonna side with. But Ronald, you gotta chill. You gonna be out of this house in a couple years. Me and her are in this.
He said that to you?
Yes, he said you're gonna be out of this house in a couple years. Me and her are in this forever. And I understood it now. Once I got older and once I had a child, I realized he was correct because now, like the love I have for Trey made me change my whole view of love. I realized I never really loved a woman because the feeling I have for Trey is crazy. Like it's just unfathomable.
But you're picking.
But if I love someone enough to marry them, because I can't even imagine loving a woman enough to want to be with her forever, want to see her every day. like that's crazy.
Look
to
at
me.
the way he said it. Like,
No. Like that's. But if I get to the point that I love a woman that much that I would make her my wife, I can't say I'm gonna put her above Trey because I haven't been there yet. But if I love her that much, I can see how it's done because I've spoken to different married people and they all say the same thing. They all say the same thing.
It gets hard
their
sometimes,
wife,
though.
their husband is their life partner. That's who they're going to be with. They're going to be next to that person for the next 50, 70, 80 years.
granted, but there are things that muddy that water sometimes that do
Yeah.
make it very difficult to make this
right.
decision.
No, I understand.
Even
what
though
you're saying.
that's ideally
Th-
correct.
Then that's what I was saying when you were saying people marry the person that's not their life partner. Then those people shouldn't be married. I'm talking about
there
you
are
know
a
what I'm
lot
saying?
of people that shouldn't be married.
I feel like there's a lot
parents-
more people that shouldn't be married than people married.
No shit. Yeah, that's a solid 70% of people.
So what she's saying is actually correct. Well, I actually feel
I
because
agree
there's
with what
people
you're
that's they put their significant other or the
If
new
you put
dick
your- I'm not putting
before
my
their children.
mom- I'm not putting my mom. Like if my mom and I was married, my wife, were arguing. Mom, you gotta realize this is my wife. Me and you are having this fucking Sunday dinner, Thanksgiving dinner. I live with this woman. This is the mother of my children. This is the woman that makes sure that this shit is going on good here.
I've had some wife
Look.
and mom issues.
I've never had those issues. Well, I did once, and
So what if your
And-
wife?
and I had-
okay,
look.
let me pose this situation. We sitting at that same Thanksgiving dinner,
Mhm.
and your wife is like, "This pie is trash. I told y'all I don't eat oranges. Like
Nah,
there's
that's-
oranges in this pie."
that person
It's trash.
wouldn't be my wife. No. That
I
person.
think that
No. Look.
until that situation happens,
I'm
and you
telling
look
you.
at them like, "Who the fuck are you?"
You will soon learn Ronald Shelton. That person would not be my wife. Like I can guarantee that. Like that person. would not be my wife.
Bro, no,
Here's
man.
another
Can't guarantee
situation.
marriage.
Your
No.
wife. Here's the
You can't guarantee your wife is gonna like your mom.
Your
but-
wife has now been tried to be as kind as possible
Right.
to your mother.
Yep.
And your mother is like, "Nah, don't fuck with her." And your wife said, "Well, then fuck it. I'm gonna stop trying."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, I've had that.
Now what?
I've had that. I've had that situation, but it was reversed. It was me and my ex and her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I've been, like me and her mom we just had a whole lot of friction, and it was years worth of friction. So it got to the point where we were just like, yo,
No matter what you broke up for, I don't know if that's the reason or it was something completely unrelated. But in that moment when she decided to split ties with you, after all the time you
nah,
spent
I
together,
broke up with her.
well, what? Okay, you broke up with her,
Yeah.
but I'm quite sure, in the back of your mind somewhere, part of it was, and this bitch don't even get along with my mom.
Cause. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into detail about our relationship
I
now.
don't even get along with her mom. It's just another factor that makes life uncomfortable. You want your
Yeah, no,
you
of
want
course
your
you
girl
do.
and to
Of
go
course
out
you
with your
do.
mom and get
Like-
nails done and cook dinner together and teach her things. Like you
Like
want
my-
that.
Yeah, or have your mom one day have your mom take care of your child. But
Exactly.
Your mom, maybe your wife might not want your child
To be with your
to be-
mom.
Yeah, it's
Like-
Look, and in those instances, you really gotta, if this is your wife, the wife, like the understanding that I have of what a wife is and what a husband is, then you really gotta have that sit down and talk with your mom. Like, yo, you gotta relax.
Right. I know
You have to
I
relax.
know what Ron is saying. Like you said, in a perfect world,
I do-
You,
I
you
do.
are partners, but I
No.
know
Yes.
what I know what she is
I
saying.
believe
I'm not.
what you're-
I'm not
the
saying
only
a perfect
reason why
world.
I'm
I'm
playing-
saying that, like in
The
the
only
definition
reason
of
why I'm
husband
playing
and wife.
devil's advocate
Right.
is because I literally have been in the situation where that sit down
Mhm.
took place several times. First time in a very harsh, don't fucking talk to her, that type of way.
Mhm.
And the second time was just like, this has to stop. Like, she's not going nowhere. Like, this is who I choose. Like, we're together. And sometimes it's different personalities. It's clashing. I'm not
But you
saying
see-
that you're wrong.
No.
What I'm saying is that
I'm actually
It gets
agreeing
muddy, it gets difficult,
with
it
the
gets
man
weird.
in the man in that situation. That man in that situation said, "This is who I chose. She's not going anywhere."
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You have to have that
But
talk
the
with your
mom
mom.
didn't stop.
But in that, if that's
That's
if,
And you know, oh,
no.
Yeah.
If
Cut off
that's
the
the mom's
mom.
if that's the mom's
Can't do
decision,
that.
the mom has made her decision to lose her son because she can't
Damn.
acclimate her emotions and her reaction. Because look,
But
that's-
you
that's-
you gotta have. I don't.
Look,
Ron won't even let me see my children and my grandchildren.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then you got.
Slim, I had
and
that
then you got.
conversation.
And then you slightly, and if you have a positive relationship with your mom, even though you're standing up for your girl, you
Mhm.
gotta admit that this shit sucks.
Yeah,
Alright.
Yeah, it
I was
does.
Like
like,
I don't want to cut
this
off
is some
my mom.
circumstantial shit.
Yeah.
To me, I'm gonna check whoever's right and wrong. That's just me.
Yeah.
Because my wife is not gonna disrespect my mother.
No.
Never.
But my
I never
mom
had
ain't
a
gonna
woman
disrespect my wife.
disrespect my
Or
mother.
it's like when it comes to children. Like I just think this shit is silly sometimes. There's a video where a mom and a daughter are fighting about a fucking front seat. First of all, we already know the rules. If you call shotgun, whoever calls shotgun
Wait,
first,
wait. What if it's your girl's car?
I don't give a shit.
No, look.
Who sits in the passenger seat?
Wait, if it's my vehicle.
No, it's your girl's vehicle,
Okay, then
and you picking up your mom.
No.
Who sits?
If
What?
my
Your
mom
mom
gets
gets in the back.
Your mom sits in the
I
back.
was gonna say,
Okay.
yeah, that's different. That's my
But you
girl's
know what?
car.
As the
That's
girl,
my girl's car.
as the girl, I'm gonna say it like this. As the girl, I'm gonna say it like this. If my man is driving my car and we're going to pick up his mother, I'm gonna just get in the back seat.
And look,
I'm gonna just get in the
I had-
back seat. It's not that big a deal.
look,
This is my car. I drive in it
we
all
was
the
watching
time.
this video, and I was talking to a young lady, and she was like, honestly, if your mom was getting in the car, I would just hop in the back seat.
This is right, but that's the maturity. You're a mature young lady. I'm
No.
saying certain
And
people
it's
out
not
there
even
are
about what
immature. Moms and like
Yeah.
it. Like I always look at it like this. This is why I would never have my wife and my mom live in the same roof. Two queens can't be in the same castle, in my opinion.
Two
Because they're
queens or
going
two
to
kings.
clash,
Mhm.
and then
Alright.
they're going to put me in the middle of it. And I'm not.
That's a fact.
This will not be an East and West Germany in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our last shit I see on my timeline. And speaking of East, what you say?
Talking about
East German.
East German. All right. What about situations where we gonna get into another trifling relationships? With your the video of the dude giving his girl a present, and it ended up being a DNA
Oh,
test,
that was
Yo,
and she ended up freaking out.
It wasn't sick. It was.
Like, do you think it was wrong for him
No.
to do that? But let's
No.
play it first.
No. Let's look at listen because watch her reaction. This is what I'm talking about. Watch her reaction.
Now, mind, I want to preface this by saying this is a skit.
yeah. Well,
Right.
We're gonna use this as a if
Of
it were
course
a
I
real
would hit. What are you
situation.
talking about?
It's not shaking. It's not my necklace, I don't think. Let's open this up. Ooh, it feels kind of thick, okay? Hold on, I may be. Babe, this better be. I take it to Dubai for 2 weeks straight, round trip. Because you know I've been wanting to go to Dubai.
Open it up. Yeah, read it.
What is this?
You know what it is? I just want you to know that I know. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why did you do this tonight out of all nights? Why?
Because I wanted you to know that I know. Nevaeh is not mine. I've had
So
doubts.
that I know, like.
She
Look
did
at her
that
reaction,
test. Nevaeh is not mine.
On my
She's
birthday?
not my daughter.
What you mean? Why would you do this?
Why would you do
What?
this? She loves you though. Why would you do this?
She's
Had
not
to.
my daughter. Why would you do this? Why would you cheat?
That's proof. That's how sex
Why would you
works.
cheat on me?
I did it.
That's proof.
Proof right there. DNA test. Nevaeh is not my daughter.
Well, babe, really? Out of all days, you had 3
Yeah, I
years
just
to give
found
this
out.
to me. Now you want to give this to me?
Alright, listen.
Well,
Nevaeh,
Everybody getting evicted. You want to kick her out?
get
That
out
was
my house.
tough. Man. You got damn. Well, you kicking the baby out?
I'm not kidding.
But
Hey.
that's
Your daughter had to the end of the month to get out of my house.
But that's your daughter.
It's not my daughter, Taylor.
I'm not like it's not tough at all.
I feel
don't
for the baby because
She can go stay with the dude that's actually her father.
I feel for the baby
because that's
No,
Right.
feel for that man. Look at what
No, of
he
course,
went through.
what
No,
you talking about?
it
Of course
goes
I
deep.
feel for the man.
And then think of the self and the
AJ.
She worried about
I
her
feel
birthday.
exactly.
Her birthday.
I feel for the baby because her mother is selfish
AJ,
as fuck.
I've had.
Would you
How many
put your
children
baby in a
do-
messy
do I have,
situation?
AJ? How many children do I have, AJ?
You have one.
I've taken 3 DNA tests. I have
Really?
one child. I have one in high school where I was actually doing this, like picking the baby up, taking the baby, like buying food, doing all this stuff, but I was never believing because just from the jump.
Did you
when she
think the
told me-
baby looked like you?
Hell no. When the baby came
Were you
out,
there when the baby was delivered?
No, because I didn't believe it was mine during her pregnancy. But if that's my child, just me being me, I don't want to miss no time with this child. So once the baby came, I was, playing a role, but I was just like, yo, I need this DNA test. And she was never trying to give it to me until I saw her mom in CVS, and her mom smacked me, yelled at me, calling me a deadbeat. And then I showed her mom our text messages. And I'm like, yo, look at what your daughter's doing. Like, she's not. So her mom was like, oh, shit. So then her mom set up the DNA test. And we got the DNA test back that it wasn't my child.
Look at that.
Then, my man Trey Boogie came. Boom. That DNA, the first DNA test said you're a 0.0% chance of father.
Damn.
Then my man Trey Boogie, I knew that was mine, but just you gotta be sure. But that was, what I'm saying, that was it never says 100%. It said like 99.99.
You never say 100.
Yeah. It said like 99.
Y'all niggas are related.
But yeah, and like you can look at Trey.
Right. Congrats, nigga.
And tell us.
Wow, I've never been those. I had something like it, but I told her to get a plan B.
What? You gotta get a plan B within like 72 hours.
No, she was like, she said she didn't get her period, so I ended up buying the plan B. And a couple of days ago,
That's not how Plan B works.
That's not how that works.
What do you mean?
Plan B has to be used within
Plan B gotta be
72
2
hours.
Like that weekend.
Like,
If
there's
you
no
fuck on
time to
Friday,
see if you're
it better by Sunday,
skipping your
but-
period.
Yeah.
You
If you
skip
fuck
your
on
period
Friday,
after like
It better be in her system by Sunday. And not
Yeah.
Sunday night, Sunday morning.
It worked.
Yeah.
I made sure.
No, but
But what I'm saying is she lied.
yeah.
Because
I follow her on IG. She alright.
no, I'm not. Okay.
Look, that's why I practice no leaving awareness month for me every day. But in this video, it's so much behind that.
Yeah.
Like, lied to this man for all these years,
Yep.
and then in the back of her mind, if you knew there was any chance that you messed around, you owe that man that much respect. That shows that she didn't respect him and that she used him for security.
Uh-huh.
And once again, think about it. She worried about his birthday. It's like
But you
3
keep
years-
on talking about you.
I get the child is very important. I
No,
get
no,
it. The
that's
child-
not what I'm saying.
What you
That's
saying?
not what I'm saying.
What you saying?
What I'm saying is that it is incredibly selfish, neglectful, and fucked up for a woman to involve her offspring in any type of messy situation.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't falsely give a child security, and then when your lie is found out, that security is ripped up from underneath, and then you gotta pick up your pieces and your child and try to figure it out again.
What, like she is
You
not
are
the
not
victim in
doing
this
your due
situation.
diligence as a parent.
Well,
Like,
that's why I don't feel for the mother because
Not
it's
at
like
all.
Nobody here feels.
It's like,
feels
yo,
for her.
but just think about it though, because I saw a lot of comments. Well, he didn't have to do it like that. The fuck you mean he didn't have to do it like that?
He
This
could've
she
done
been
it however
playing
he
this
was
man.
wrong.
He could've did it however
and
he
like,
wanted to.
and maybe what if the spirit told him to do that? Because imagine this. Imagine if he had gone on another 15 some odd years with all that, and building up, and next thing you know, she don't look like me a little bit, and next thing you know, he got to find out at 18.
Or
all
you
that
fuck around, something happens to the child, and he tries to give blood, and it's that
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So this, in a way, is a blessing for her because
Yes.
now she can regroup and do what she need to do. And I don't feel bad. The man should have done that because he was deceived, not lied to. Lied is one thing. She deceived. Deceit has depth.
No, I feel
She
like
deceived
a man
that man.
deserves,
She
he
deceived him.
deserves to be able to spend his life caring for his child.
Mhm.
And if he decides to care for your child and he knows it's not yours, that's one thing.
Right.
But you don't trick a man out of his years.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
A
You don't
It's
trick
wrong.
anybody
A man
out
in
of their
Canada-
years.
And it's wrong to your child
Yeah.
as well because you've now
That's the
you've
ultimate
now
loser
fucked
in
up
this
your child. You
because
now gave your
Right.
child a
she's going
complex.
you're going to miss your father. You're
Yes.
going to miss your daddy,
Well,
especially for a little girl.
it's all about DNA, right? Let's move on to one of the topics.
I love how you
Let's
zoom in
move
on
on.
that. It's all about DNA.
What's next?
Let's
I know
move
what's
on to the Beyonce and how our DNA is actually the motherland and
You
how
know this.
did any of y'all watch the Black is King on Disney? Apparently, it didn't do good numbers.
It did.
The debut didn't really do good.
I'm gonna go watch it twice.
It was really good for me. That's my
You watched it?
that's my baby, so I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I have not gotten a chance to see it, but I have seen the disparaging comments, and I have to say,
Queen.
literally, like, okay, so what that rapper No Name was saying, like,
Yeah.
not to capitalize off
She was.
African culture is not so great. What do you want?
Right.
Do you want us to recognize who we are and rise up and be strong, or do you want us to what do you want?
Oh, this is the third time No Name has done this.
Right, going after
She really had us going.
what would
She
be
had
wrong
black
with
women
showing
going against
the
J.
beauty?
Cole.
Yeah, I remember that shit. It's like, but that's just, to me, I feel like with No Name is professional jealousy.
Yes.
You just hating because somebody else
No Name trying to gain it.
Right, you trying to gain a
She
name
is.
over this woman right here who is doing something for the culture. It shouldn't matter how it's done as long as it's recognized.
She
This
just
is
wants
our
anarchy.
people.
I really don't.
This is our
even
people.
see- She needs an eyeliner.
What I say about B the other day? Brian wants anarchy, dog. No Name wants anarchy.
Wants the world, watch the world
Kyrie
burn.
Irving wants to watch the world burn.
And it's like, and then you got other people out there who is referencing her style as satanic Baphomet culture. But what they don't realize is if you go to African history and study that that animals were the gods and all that stuff, and it has nothing to do
Animism.
with devilish shit. That's why you have to recognize real history. Study your shit, because if that's the case,
Study
black
yourself.
people to
If
white people are
anything-
considered the bad people of Israel or some shit like
If
that. or Mark of Cain
anything,
or
the
something.
perversion comes when you overtly push Catholicism on a people that have believed in animism
Exactly.
for thousands and hundreds of years. So when you mix those two things together with whatever is going on with
Exactly.
Catholicism and then whatever's going on with animism, you have the birth of
Like,
things like
And you're
That's what I was just
and you're
saying.
systematically
Whatever.
trying to plot to
and
attack the
even
people.
that, Santeria, who are you? I'm not saying that I can't speak on a religion that's not mine. I'm not versed enough to explain to you whether it's good or bad or whatever. But I know that, if it's not Anglo-Saxon European culture, then it's demonic.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
And it's wrong.
And we're not
Know
going to act
yourself.
like that. We don't have like certain groups out there that don't in Euro groups that don't practice dark magics and shit like
yeah.
that. So I ain't even gonna go there. I was gonna say some names.
I would say it was
I don't know if
very.
anybody's ever been to an OTEP concert.
The visuals were very nice. You know what I'm saying? The dresses and everything, and everything was cool. But the backlash came. They were saying how Beyonce was using culture appropriation.
How? She's a black
And
woman.
okay, hold on. And there's people, and there's African people. They were complaining too. They were saying how we have our own heritage. It's not that, and Beyonce is coming, and it's disrespectful.
Damn if you
Okay,
did.
And-
Damn
so
if you
let me
don't.
tell you something.
And No Name was saying how it was, like you said, it was just
If-
black capitalism.
Saying that I have no, because the culture, the origin of it was not created in this country. We weren't born as slaves. People, first of all, there were indigenous people, yes, to this country that were black. Not, Native Americans. There were Native Americans that were black people. Not from someplace else, not brought over here, literally indigenous to this land.
Indeed.
Black people. And there were Indian people as well, but when I say kinky-haired, copper-toned black people, indigenous to this soil.
See,
So, and then fine, and then the majority, I guess, or I don't even know if it's the majority because I can't really speak on that, but I know a great deal of African people came over on ships through the slave trade.
it was the majority.
Okay, the majority. So you saying I'm not allowed to use that culture? So what? Because somebody stole me and put me on a ship, I don't have that culture no more. It's not my culture.
Well,
Look, man, know yourself. That's like all I can say is like,
Yep.
I don't say, like if someone say, Ron, what are you? I don't say, African American. I don't say, Barbados. I say, I'm black, and I say my family is from Africa. Just because someone kidnapped my cousin, that doesn't mean that. Just because someone kidnapped my cousin, that doesn't mean that that's no longer my cousin.
And that's shaming
If-
someone for the atrocity is committed against
Exactly. If me and AJ are brothers, AJ gets kidnapped and raised in another house, and then I see AJ on the street wearing a family shirt, and man, fuck you. What?
That's ridiculous.
That's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
And you know what it is? I'm sorry. It's nitpicking. Because
Yes.
at this point,
Yes.
you cannot deal with the little phrase of a garment before you fix the major structural issues of the garment. You know what I mean? Like, we're literally just trying to teach people. Some people, a lot of people are very conscious. A lot of people are awake. A lot of people are like, fuck you, I don't want to be awake. I don't care. I don't give a shit. And it's like, those people are not worried about, is the type of black cultural appropriation for claiming this other type of black, like,
Right.
we just need black people to band together and believe in themselves and move forward as a group.
If you look like me, I fuck with you.
Yeah, let's get it together.
And
Let's make
that's-
something happen. Let's unify.
And that's just a fact. Like, I don't even know why. Like, it's never been about like unifying to me.
It was portrayed in a disparaging way, but she's also like glorifying.
Like,
African
yeah, exactly.
That's why I said
She did say there was one of the they gave her, she was in an interview and they talked to her about it, and she was saying how she wanted to talk about there's a connection between the motherland and how we have generational wealth, and between the motherland and us. I just feel like I was born here. I don't know. Africa is like 54 countries,
Yeah.
and Africa is like very like when you say you're from Africa, like you don't know where exactly
It's
you're
a
from.
continent.
Of course,
It's a continent.
But, and it was done like that on purpose.
And one of the reasons I like the Beyonce joint, but it was feel like we're searching for, like, black Americans were searching for something. Oh, our motherland. I feel like what are we searching for?
We just want to search for.
I feel like I feel like we know ourselves here. Like we're survivors.
So
We have so many stories of people.
Should he
that-
change his last name because
Our ancestors we wearing our oppressor's name. So I feel like we have our history here. We built this country. We don't need to go to our motherland like everybody. We started this Pan African shit. We're the one that started this shit with everything. So
B,
It's a little different, man. Yeah.
what's up?
if my brother gets kidnapped,
If
grows up-
my brother sold me to some white people,
Wait,
no, but that's not the case in every aspect.
they black
Right.
Africans did have
No,
slaves,
keywords. Some
and they did bury their
but-
slaves
but-
with them when they
but-
died.
But those were different, and you gotta understand.
This
Everybody
happened.
has had
This happened in
Right, and that's
Right.
and different
South
intentions.
America as
They
well.
did that for war. That was casualty of war. White people did that with the intent of destroying our culture. They did that out of war.
And then if you look
Africans
at the
did that out of
54
war.
Because there's so
countries.
many other. It's not just the slavery aspect. It's the brainwashing aspect. It's the Willie Lynch aspect.
Exactly.
It's the
They had an
separation,
ulterior motive.
perversion.
Yeah.
It's the style of
The white man's burden. All that
it's
type
not
of
like-
shit.
If you look
there
at
was always
those-
so much like hatred attached to it. Like they wouldn't just like shoot you. No, they gotta boil you. and
Do everything.
strain you up and
Yeah.
Right, eat you.
peel your skin off.
I don't even.
Right.
I'm getting mad thinking
It's
about
like,
this shit
that's
now.
demonic.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting.
That's strange.
Like
Say that again. She said it's demonic, right?
Those styles of killings and just the anger attached.
don't-
Yo, Amber, can you move
the
stick?
Nick Cannon right
I was about to say something. Thank you for stopping me, because then Viacom will come in here and shut down Ishtalk. But I like that she said
I would just
demonic,
say-
because it's the irony is, but you do evil shit, but then you want me to expect a man that looks like you to save me.
Brainwashing.
Wow.
See,
Brainwashing.
Okay.
And it's a
Even though
reason-
scientifically the real savior looks like this man. I'm just saying, scientific. You can't fight science. And the Bible said he was skin of bronze and hair of sheep's wool. I'm just saying.
You know what?
They didn't say his hair was.
There's I feel like I shouldn't even say half of the things that I've researched and learned.
That's why I just stopped AJ.
Yeah, there's a lot of private conversation that we
AJ
should
going
have,
too far.
but that literally is not even the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, but there's other books out there that's not in the Bible as well. If you read
The
it,
Apocrypha
it's a few of them.
and the Book of Enoch. Yeah,
it's a few, but that's what I'm saying. But they
But
describe
off
some
of
things.
that topic, because that's not
Right.
That's not referencing the topic of us
Like-
being torn from our people.
Right, I get. Yeah,
Like-
I feel you.
If you, so I'm not with the you're yes, we are American because we're citizens of this country, but if you look at those 54 countries that you were talking about,
Right.
they were specifically bordered to split tribes in half, to rip people away from their families.
So they're so different. No, they're so different. Like each country is different from each other.
No, B.
They're not
no,
the same.
B.
Different languages.
Yes.
You're saying that they're
Yes, B.
it-
But Brian,
even
Brian,
African
that's what I'm
countries, they
telling you.
complain about immigration.
Yes, because
It be African
because
from
their
the bordering
tribes
countries.
were split. Like it's certain tribes that are split between 3 different countries, but they cannot. But they can't see their cousins or their grandmother because she lives in a certain part of the tribe that was split amongst these 3 different countries. So they're tearing families apart. This was done on purpose. So certain languages that were carried over. So now you're placing a country with people that you do not get along with. You're placing a country. You're supposed to vote. You're supposed to live with people that you don't speak the same language as. Now you're placing a country, and you're giving
different
a
religions and shit.
and yes, you are given a language to speak. Why am I speaking German?
French.
Why am I
right.
speaking French?
Donkey shit.
Why am I speaking English? These are not
Bloody
these
hell.
These are not the languages of my ancestors. Why am I speaking this? If you met an Asian person tomorrow and his last name was Johnson or Williams, you would be like,
What?
but so why are we?
Right.
Why are we expected to work?
Every other race can.
It's just another country
but
to
every
me.
other race.
Gabron is
But every other race.
Cameroon is not. I'm not from Cameroon,
I
sir.
get that, but every other
I'm
race
from Detroit.
Every other race can. Every other race
Alright.
can trace their origins except us in
Exactly.
America. We are lost.
Oh, we can trace our shit. I'm pretty sure we can trace our shit.
Well,
We gotta go to Cheeks of the Week, bro.
The mics,
Alright,
I'll tell
let's
you
go.
why we can't trace our origin.
You said why we can or can't?
Why we can't.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Can we go to the next topic?
I'm pretty sure Harvard has a bunch of slave records.
Yeah, okay.
Bunch of
Like
these
they didn't
colleges.
like they didn't burn
If you
shit
were
back
a
in the day.
slave.
They didn't burn shit back in the day anymore. But okay.
They got this new thing called BIPOC.
Yeah, all right.
You heard of it? Like when you put on your identification.
I don't know,
But I'm calling myself ADOS.
Okay,
We're gonna move on.
I hear you, brother Baines.
Brother Pains. All right, let's go to Cheeks of the Week, y'all. AJ, this is the first time in a while we had a full compilation of Cheeks of the Week.
Compilation.
Yeah.
Compilation.
Are you proud of this work?
I really am.
You sure?
These are AJ.
What is this?
Long hard nights.
Let's go to Cheeks of the Week, fam.
You gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Goodness gracious. I can't.
And even the bear trying to jerk off in the back.
Right, he like, hold on. That's a bubble. That's density
no.
to everything. And she tiny too. She fun size. She only like 5'2", 5'3".
You got the TV on the floor.
So you know she's ready for the work.
She just moved in.
She said that to me.
She what?
Shut up.
She said that to me. The music do this one justice. Cause that's
Like, how do
exactly
you do
my
that?
voice-
I like the arch because you can tell her back now that she has a nice arch doing doggy.
Yeah.
Like, how do you do that?
Gracious.
But
My lord.
Oh, skeet,
I can't
skeet,
see her
skeet,
face
skeet,
with a
skeet,
shadow.
skeet.
Oh no, she bad. It doesn't matter. But this right here doesn't matter.
That's a little flabby
That's
cheeks.
that's a summer pool.
Like she lives somewhere in
I can't- I
Alexandria.
can't keep my social distance from that. Oh wow. Yeah.
She just farted.
alright, that's the winner. Alright. Okay,
Gracious.
Yo, would you let your girl walk out the house like that to the pool? I mean to the beach?
Yeah, that's me.
You wouldn't mind?
That's all me.
You don't
Grand
want
slam.
you have other dudes looking at your girl?
Who gives a fuck?
Why would that?
If she's your girl,
She's with me. Yeah, who gives a
Exactly. Why
fuck?
would-
That's something that needs to get knocked out. Say.
Something that needs to get knocked out.
petty.
He said
No,
that's
he
what
said
niggas that get knocked out say.
Oh! Why do we always? You gotta warn us before you do that. You gotta warn us before we do that.
We still on Cheeks of the Week, y'all. We still on Cheeks of the Week.
Oh, there's more.
So would you? So y'all saying it's cool the way she dressed?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with
I
that.
would tell her, hey, if you gotta wear a burqa, you gotta wear a hijab. You know what I'm saying? If you want to wear that around me,
You
you
don't
know
wear
what I'm
sweater.
saying?
So
It's 98 degrees, Daddy. I don't care.
Well, hey, does your man give you a hard time for what you wear?
No.
He doesn't.
No. I mean, if
Always
I
got
went
a
out
girl giving
half
him a massage.
naked without him, he'd probably be like, where are you going? But when I go out with him, I can wear whatever I want.
I told when AJ was here, we had a guest on, and he was like, yo, I love it when my girl dress all sexy and she walk in the club first,
Yeah.
and then I watch how the dudes just look at her, and then I'm like, yeah, she's mine, yeah. I'm like, that's kind of
No. There's differences.
kinda weird.
Like if you're trying too hard, then no. But if you
Yeah, like,
if you're
I'm
just
not trying
casual
to
with
draw
it, yeah,
attention
if I'm
to
casual
it.
with it, if I date Rihanna right now, God willing, and she walks around, that's cool. You be confident, be cool who you are. As a
I
woman.
think it's like there just shouldn't be a doubt. Like I don't know, like with my man, like if I wear like a short dress or like a low cut dress or something like that, I just make it very clear that it's nobody. There's no doubt. Everybody knows who I came with.
Right.
Everybody knows who I'm with all night. Like everybody knows that this is my man. Like it's never a doubt. Like, oh, is she single? Is it?
Right. It depends on how my girl carries herself that night. If
Yeah,
anything,
you
if she's
gotta
the
carry
one
yourself-
out there
Yeah.
flirting, then that's not a man problem.
No.
That is her
That's her
problem.
advertising.
That's on her. But if she's doing that for me, then we good to go.
Exactly.
And I'm confident. Like now,
So
if
yeah, I wear a little short dress, little low cut joint. Like I've gone with my man, like different parties at like stadium and stuff, and I'll wear like a little short, low cut dress and heels and stuff. But I just sit on his lap all night.
hey, Howard to him.
Power to you. Like I said, my woman's wearing
a burqa.
wearing that shit. All right, let's go. Hope he's all right.
Hope he alright.
Sending some thoughts and prayers to these people.
Oh man.
Hopefully they find. Hopefully they all right. Yeah, dig.
Nah, I don't dig.
I did.
Come on.
I hope they have insurance. Son of a bitch. No.
Felt that in the
Anything
taint.
with a blue truck is bad luck.
No, he about to go down there.
Oh, what?
Oh, sir.
And then
Like,
you see
what
his
the
foot-
fuck is wrong with you?
Right, what was you thinking?
I'm scared.
Oh,
Damn.
My man.
Oh,
Kirkpatrick!
tell you why.
Kirkpatrick!
Okay,
Are you okay?
that the hit was no issue. There was a slide on
Okay, he
his face
deserves
on
whatever
the
happens.
concrete.
Oh,
He deserved that.
Stunner.
He said,
whole new dental plan.
Oh, doing tricks in the nursery
He
school.
gotta hit the sleep. He gotta hit the dentist ASAP.
That's adrenaline keeping him up. That's adrenaline and grace. Oh, don't! I don't want to see his face. I don't want to see his face. I don't want to see his face. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see his face. Nope. Nope.
Oh damn! Get out of there! What are you doing in there?
I would be
What are you
running.
get?
No! I'm glad they didn't show that.
I told Brian.
Hey yo, AJ, if that was you, you better get me out of there. Don't be walking so damn slow.
Oh my God, what is that?
Brian asked about showing these damn snuff films.
Right.
Somebody.
What are you talking about?
died.
Right.
That was better.
Yeah, right. Like,
Ain't nobody died from that. Ain't nobody died from that.
oh,
All right.
Squished.
That man died.
All right, y'all. We're gonna send our thoughts and prayers to these people. Make sure you guys go. Make sure you guys go check out some Ishtalk gear at
Ishtalk
Ishfit.
brownies,
and,
Ishtalk clothing.
That's
I'm trying to
right.
Check out the Ishtalk brownie.
Yes.
You feel me?
And also the Ishtalk brownies and the Ishfit, all that other stuff. And make sure you leave a comment or thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes,
Let's give them your Instagram and where they can reach you at.
A_Turner_813. You know me.
It's your boy Champagne Ron. You follow me on Instagram at 301 King Ron.
Miss Green Eyes @MISSGREENEYEZ.
And of course you did a bomb job, so
Clappity clap.
yes.
Thanks, great
Clap,
first
clap,
day.
clap.
She used her female powers to.
And some
She
more
said,
claps.
"All right, guys."
Yes.
She said, "All right,
Now,
Confederate
woosah.
and Union, calm down." She said, "Gettysburg, relax.
All right.
And I still love.
And I'm B More. We out. Stay black.
Stay black, man.
Stay black. Versus is on. You fucking up."
I heard
And,
Ross
you know,
is winning.